the active substance glyphosate. Motion for proposal from the Envy Committee, paragraph amendment number 44 by roll call vote. Voting open.
La votazione è chiusa.
Voting closed. Rejected. Amendment number 9. Again, paragraph 1. Roll call vote. Voting open.
La votazione.
Voting closed. Rejected. Amendment 32. Voting open.
La votazione è chiusa.
Voting closed. Carried. Amendment 33. Voting open. Voting closed. Carried. Amendment 34 by roll call vote. Voting open. Voting closed. Carried. Amendment 35. Again, roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Paragraph 2, Amendment 10, in 9 parts. First part, raise your hands for those in favour. Those against. Abstentions carried. Second, by roll call vote. Voting open.
La votazione.
Vote closed. Carried. Part 3, roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Fourth part, roll call vote. Vote open.
Votazione.
Vote closed. Carried. Fifth part, raise your hands. Those in favour. Those against. Abstentions carried. Part 6, roll call vote. Vote open.
Votazione chiusa.
Vote closed. Carried. Seventh part, roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Part 8, roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Part 9, by roll call vote again. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 45 falls. Amendment 11. There's an oral amendment from Mr. Delay. Go ahead, please.
Il microfono, prego.
Microphone, please.
Funziona?
Benissimo.
Ah, c'est grazie. Monsieur le Président, dans un souci de compromis, chers collègues,
in order to try and find a compromise to bring our divergent views together, I would like to propose the following amendment to Amendment 11, ask the Commission to renew approval of glyphosate for a maximum period of 7 years. Pause that the regulation 1107 of 2009 allows the Commission to withdraw an active substance during a period during which it has been authorised if it doesn't any longer fulfil the approval criteria. Thank you.
C'è opposizione a questo?
Any opposition to this oral amendment? Only 40 members stand up. No, in which case I will put Amendment 11 as orally amended to the vote in 2 parts. First part, voting is open.
Scusate, allora fermiamoci un attimo.
Sorry, we'll stop for 1 moment. Are there 40 members who oppose the amendment?
Direi di sì.
I think so.
E allora,
What's the problem, please? It's not too late. It's quite clear. Sorry, one moment, please. Quite clearly, the colleagues who oppose this got their interpretation slightly late, and so they did as they were supposed to. They did as they were asked. When they opposed, we have to respect their right to oppose this. Were there 40 members? Yes. Therefore, the oral amendment falls. We now move on to the two parts of Amendment 11. The first part by roll call vote, voting open.
la votazione è chiusa.
Vote closed.
Approvato. Seconda parte per appello nominale.
Carried. Second part, vote open.
La votazione è chiusa.
Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 20 falls. Amendment 46, again by roll call vote, vote open.
La votazione.
Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 47D, roll call vote, vote open.
La votazione è chiusa.
Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 36. Raise your hands, those in favour. Those against? Abstentions? We'll check that. Voting open.
La votazione.
Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 12. Raise your hands, those in favour. Those against? Abstentions? Carried. Amendment 48. Do you want to check that? Okay, Amendment 12. Voting open.
Votazione chiusa.
Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 48, roll call vote, vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 49 in two parts by roll call vote, voting open. Vote closed. Rejected. Second part, again, roll call vote, vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 37 by show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions rejected. Amendment 38. Amendment 37. We'll check. Vote open.
Votazione chiusa.
Vote closed.
Respinto.
Rejected. Amendment 38 by show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Rejected. Amendment 50. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Rejected. Amendment 13. Split part. Again by show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Carried. Second part. In favour? Against? Abstentions? We'll check that. Voting open.
La votazione è chiusa.
Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 51D. By show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Rejected. Amendment 14. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions carried. Amendment 19 by roll call vote. Vote open.
La votazione.
Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 21 by show of hands. Those in favour. Those against. Abstentions carried. Amendment 1 in favour. Against. Abstentions rejected. Amendment 15 by roll call vote. Vote open.
La votazione è chiusa.
Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 16 roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Recital D, Amendment 39D. By roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 2 by roll call vote. Vote open. Voting closed. Rejected. Amendment 17 after recital D by roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Recital E, Amendment 40D by roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 3 in two parts. The first part, roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Second part, roll call vote again. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 4 in two parts by show of hands. First part, those in favour. Those against. Abstentions. Carried. Second part, those in favour. Those against. Abstentions. Rejected. Amendment 41, those in favour. Okay, let's check. On the second part, vote open.
La votazione.
Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 41. By show of hands, those in favour. Sorry, that falls. Amendment 41 falls. Recital O, Amendment 5, by roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Recital R, Amendment 42D, by roll call. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 6, by roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Recital U, roll call vote. Vote open. This is Amendment 43D. Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 7. Roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Recital W. Amendment 8. By show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Carried. Amendment 18 by roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 22. Roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 23. Roll call once again. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 24 by show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Rejected. Amendment 25. You want to check that? On Amendment 24, voting open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 25 by roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 26 by show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? If you don't put your hands up properly, we can't really see, so we'll have to carry out a check. Voting open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 27 by show of hands. Those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? Rejected. We'll check that. On Amendment 27, voting open. Closed. Carried. Amendment 28, roll call vote. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. Amendment 29 by show of hands. Those in favour? Against? Abstentions? Carried. Amendment 30. Show of hands in favour? Against? Abstentions? Rejected. Check. Vote open. Vote closed. Rejected. Amendment 31. By show of hands, those in favour? Those against? Abstentions? We'll check that. It's better. Vote open. Vote closed. Carried. And now we'll move on to vote on the resolution as a whole. Once again, by roll call vote. Vote is open. Vote is closed. The resolution is carried.
Calniete, l'Unione Europea.
Now we come to the Calniete report, the European Union in a changing global